to Mlc TV News Hour, reaching you live from the city of Lokoja, the Confluence State of Nigeria. I am Sherifat Mohammed. The headlines: KOGI government disburses 6.3 billion naira for infrastructure at CUSTECH. ASUU declares nationwide strike. ABBA KIYARI in a fresh trouble over a connection to a drug cartel, says NDLEA. Liberian president bestows national award on 5 Nigerian soldiers. And Minister hails the Tigers qualification for FIBA World Cup. Now the news in detail. The KOGI state government has disbursed the sum of 6.3 billion naira to contractors handling projects at the Confluence University of Science and Technology, Osara. This was disclosed by the Commissioner for Information and Communications, Kingsley Fanwo, who said the disbursement is to ensure speedy completion of ongoing projects at the university. Fanwo said he has been reliably informed by the Commissioner of Finance, Budget and Economic Planning, Mukadam Asiwaju Idris Ashiru, that contractors handling projects at the Confluence University of Science and Technology, Osara, have been mobilized with a little over 6.3 billion naira for the infrastructure needed at the university. The heavy outlay is in tandem with the determination of the state government to spend 30% of our entire budget on education, especially the development of science and technology, as several billions of naira have been gone into the Prince Abubakar Audu University Teaching Hospital, Ayimba. In a couple of weeks, the state government will also release billions of the remodeling of secondary school across the state. Technical colleges will be prioritized in the scheme. He said the contractors are already on site to ensure timely completion of those mega projects at CUSTECH. The Academic Staff Union of Universities has declared a comprehensive and total strike. The strike was declared at a press conference addressed by the president of ASUU, Professor Emmanuel Osadike, on Monday. He said the strike, which takes effect from Monday, February 14, 2022, will last for an initial period of 4 weeks. According to him, the union tried to avoid the strike, but the federal government is unresponsive to the union's demands. The ASUU chairman also said that ASUU NEC faulted the creation of the new universities. Osadeke asked the federal government to call the Vice Chancellor of Obafemi Awolowo University, Ile-Ife, Professor Eitobe Ogunbodede, to order over the unpaid and academic allowances of its members in the university. Members of the Union National Executive Council had held marathon meetings since Saturday at the University of Lagos titled Neck for Neck. ASUU has sensitized and mobilized lecturers and students across all universities on the reason the union might likely go on strike. Socio-Economic Rights and Accountability Project, SERAP, has filed a lawsuit against President Muhammadu Buhari over the failure to publish a copy of the agreement the federal government recently signed with Twitter Incorporation and the failure to publish the details of the term and condition of any such agreement. Joining the suit as respondent is Lai Mohammed, Minister of Information and Culture. The federal government had in January lifted the suspension of Twitter operation in Nigeria, stating that Twitter has agreed to act with respectful acknowledgement of Nigerian laws and the national culture and history. But in the suit filed last Friday at the Federal High Court, Lagos, SERAP is asking the court to direct and compel President Buhari and Lai Mohammed to release and widely publish a copy of the agreement with Twitter and the terms and conditions of any such agreement. In the suit, SERAP is arguing that it is in the interest of justice to grant this application. Publishing the agreement would enable Nigerians to scrutinize it, seek legal remedies as appropriate, and ensure that the conditions for lifting the suspension of Twitter are not used as pretext to suppress legitimate discourse. SERAP is also arguing that publishing the agreement with Twitter would promote transparency, accountability, and help to mitigate threats to Nigerians' rights online, as well as any interferences with online privacy and freedom of expression. According to SERAP, any agreement with social media companies must meet the constitutional requirements of legality, necessity, proportionality, and legitimacy. Secretly agreed terms and conditions will fail these fundamental requirements. SERAP is also seeking an order of mandamus to direct and compel President Buhari and Lai Mohammed to clarify the manner and scope in which the agreement with Twitter will be enforced, and whether the agreement incorporates respect for constitutional and international human rights. The Lagos State government has said it is committed to providing support for entrepreneurs and business owners with the right policies. The Commissioner for Commerce, Industry and Cooperatives, Lola Akande, said this during the inauguration of the Economic Community of West African States and Friendly Countries Trade Fair in Lagos. She said EcoFest 2022 is in accordance with the mandate of ECOWAS to promote cooperation and integration in the area of commerce, energy, telecommunications, and agriculture amongst member countries in the region. Akande also noted that the state government was working to enhance commercial development across the state. She said that the administration of Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu has continued to invest heavily in transport and road infrastructure through the rehabilitation of the trailer park and call-up hub in Apapa, a network of roads in Lekki, and construction work from Epe to Shagamu to enhance commercial development across the state. The police has announced a new first public relations officer as CP Frank Mba. The erstwhile FPRO proceed on senior executive course at the National Institute for Policy and Strategic Studies, Kuru, Jos. Olumuyiwa Adejobi, a chief superintendent of police and the deputy FPRO, stepped in with immediate effect as the public relations officer. Muyiwa is an alumnus of the prestigious University of Ibadan, where he studied archaeology and geography, combined honors. He also holds a master's degree in peace and conflict studies from the same university. He was a police public relations officer, PPRO, in the Ogun State Command from 2008 to 2016. PPRO Zone 2 headquarters Onikon, Lagos in 2016, and PPRO Lagos State Police Command between September 2022 and August 2021. CSP Olumuyiwa is an experienced communicator and image manager who have achieved great strides in his previous appointments. He is a member of several professional bodies and associations, which include Nigerian Institute of Public Relations, NIP, International Public Relations Association, IPRA, Pointman Leadership Institute, USA, International Association of Chiefs of Police, USA, and the Institute of Corporation Administration, Nigeria. We go on a short break. We'll be right back.
Every country has its peculiar system of government. In Nigeria, we practice democracy, and this is applicable in some countries across the globe, including the United States of America. What is democracy? It is the government of the people, by the people, and for the people. In the political arena, we are ready to x-ray how we play politics in Nigeria and other countries. The challenge of power shift syndrome, how it has impacted or affected the people. How can we make it better for all? Join Fatima Yakub on Mlc TV online every Saturday by 9 p.m. to discuss and examine all about the politics and the power that be.
Mr. President, I was once there as an opposition senator. There was never a time that we called the president at that time, who was a PDP president, an insult. Because this is our institution, and if we don't conduct ourselves with dignity and respect, nobody will respect us.
The heads of security in Nigeria made several different explanations for killings of our citizens.
The Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria 1999 as amended, I hereby forward for the confirmation by the Senate the appointment of the underlisted nominees as National Commissioners and Resident Electoral Commissioner for the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC.
To watch us, subscribe to our YouTube channel, Mlc TV. Like our Facebook page, Mlc TV, and follow us on our Instagram, Mlc TV 2021. We are here to inform, educate, and to criticize constructively. Don't miss it.
Welcome back. The National Drug Law Enforcement Agency, NDLEA, has declared the suspended head of the Police Intelligence Response Team, IRT, DCP ABBA KIYARI, wanted over suspected links with an international drug cartel. This was made known by the spokesperson for the NDLEA, Femi Babafemi, during a press briefing held at the agency's headquarters. The NDLEA said an investigation has revealed that KIYARI is a member of a drug syndicate which operates across the globe. The shocking revelation comes amid the police chief's controversial involvement with self-confessed internal fraudster Raymond Abbas, popularly known as Hush Puppy. In July 2021, the United States Federal Bureau of Investigation revealed that KIYARI allegedly collaborated with Hush Puppy to jail one of the latter's associates after a dispute of over $1.1 million scam on a Qatari businessman. The FBI also alleged that the embattled social media celebrity sent money to KIYARI over a third person's bank account and hosted him in his Dubai apartment. According to the U.S. Department of Justice, a criminal complaint initiated the prosecution of Hush Puppy as court documents show that the ABBAs pleaded guilty. The United States Attorney's Office, Central District of California, had issued an arrest warrant against KIYARI. Hush Puppy has since pleaded guilty to the charges and, if convicted, risk a 20 years jail term, 3 years of supervision upon completion of jail term, and monetary restitution to the tune of $500,000 or more. The court documents also outline a dispute among members of the Hush Puppy conspiracy, which allegedly prompted him to arrange to have an individual identified as co-conspirator, Kelly Chibuzo Vincent, jailed in Nigeria by DCP KIYARI. Following the allegations, the top detective was suspended and a panel was set up by the Inspector General of Police to probe the FBI allegations. But KIYARI denied the allegations, claiming that his hands are clean. An Indian businessman, Virpal Nuttall, has been detained by operatives of the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency (NDLEA) over the smuggling of 134,700 bottles of codeine syrup into the country through the land border between Nigeria and the Niger Republic in Sokoto State. NDLEA spokesman Femi Babafemi, in a statement, said the suspect had loaded the consignments into trucks in Cotonou, Benin Republic, and drove through the land border via the Niger Republic before entering Sokoto State at the NDLEA border and settling in at a hotel. Credible intelligence revealed that Nuttall began to look for buyers for the controlled drug. While operatives were on his trail, officers of the Department of State Security apprehended him and swiftly handed him over to the NDLEA. In a related development, attempts by drug traffickers to export large quantities of heroin, methamphetamine, cat, tramadol, and cannabis through the Murtala Mohammed International Airport, as well as 3 carriers companies in Lagos, have been frustrated by narcotic officers who intercepted the illicit consignment while commanding the officers and men of Sokoto, Gombe, Ogun, Kwara, Adamawa, Benue, MMIA Command, as well as those of the Directorate of Operation and General Investigation, for their resilience in the various drug supply reduction efforts. The chairman and CEO of the agency, Buba Marwa, charged them and their compatriots across other commands to remain on the offensive against the cartels. He also held the synergy and support from other security agencies. A hotelier identified as Nobu Iteme has been arrested for allegedly killing a security guard in Abarka, Itope East Council area of Delta State. Iteme is the chief executive officer of Nobu Ocean Hotel, Abarka. It was reported that the suspect was assisted by some others in clubbing the victim God's time Sunday to a pub, leading to his untimely death. According to reports, the security guard 31 was beaten for being absent when some armed robbers allegedly invaded the hotel, creating a suspicion that he might be in the known. The suspect reportedly questioned the security guard about his whereabouts when the robbers allegedly stormed the hotel. He then ordered him to be beaten up, perhaps to confess, when he was unable to give a genuine reason for his absence. Upon noticing that the security guard was bleeding profusely, the suspect on second thought contacted the police for the guard's arrest. Sources further said that the security guard was already gasping for breath from blood loss before the arrival of the police and consequently died. Other than arresting the deceased, the police operatives who arrived at the scene arrested the hotelier for alleged murder. The police public relations officer at Delta Police Command DSP Bright Edafe confirmed the incident. The body of a student on industrial training was recovered from the collapsed 3-story building at the ABBA area of Lagos, raising the death toll to 5. Zonal Coordinator Southwest of National Emergency Management Agency NEMA, Ibrahim Farinloye, confirmed the development of newsmen in Lagos. It was reported that relatives of the IT student, simply identified as Damola, told the emergency rescue team that their son reported to duty the day the building collapsed and had yet to be found. Farinloye said the mother of Damola fainted when one of the relatives identified the body to be his. It was gathered that the 3-story building had collapsed on Saturday afternoon at number 16 Akambi Crescent off Adesina Street, Harvey, Yaba. It took the combined team of officers of NEMA, Lagos State Emergency Management Agency, Nigerian Police Force, and the fire service about 24 hours to get to the bottom of the rubbles.
It's Local Government and You, a program designed to take you to every nook and cranny of any local government areas of the country, Nigeria. Through the program, we shall inform you of their activities, policies, people, and administration. And through your digital devices, we shall be reaching you because it promises to be insightful, educating, and informing. We are not only going to talk about the achievements of local government chairmen or administration, but also to touchlight some of the areas that needed improvement. I am Matthias Ayodeji Peter. Join me every Friday by 9 p.m. as I bring the local government to your doorsteps. Coming soon on Mlc TV. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, Mlc TV, now to be the first to get our notification as soon as we launch it. Don't miss it.
And from our foreign desk, President George Weah of Liberia has bestowed the award of the Distinguished Service Order of the Republic of Liberia on some Nigerian Army senior officers at the nation's 65th Armed Forces celebration. This was revealed in a statement by the Director Army Public Relations Officer, Onyema Nwachukwu, said the award was in recognition of their outstanding contribution to the growth and development of the Liberian American Armed Forces. Nwachukwu also said that the Liberian president made the presentation during the 65th Armed Forces of Liberia Day celebration held at the Barclay Training Center, Camp Johnson Road, Monrovia, Liberia. He quoted President Weah saying that the Liberian government gave the awards annually to individuals whose outstanding contribution had significantly impacted the growth and development of Liberia, its armed forces, and humanity. Furthermore, Nwachukwu said the awardees also got a letter of commendation from the Nigerian ambassador to the Republic of Liberia, Godfrey Anichebe Odudibo. He said the award was conferred on the senior officers who were seconded to the armed forces of Liberia at different times as part of the ECOWAS advisory training team. According to him, the awardees contributed immensely to the building and restructuring of the new AFL. The Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology said New Delhi, India has banned 54 Chinese apps that pose threat to the country's security. The ministry said in a statement that the 54 apps allegedly obtain various critical permissions and collect sensitive user data. The collected real-time data are being misused and transmitted to servers located in hostile country. The list of banned apps includes Sweet Selfie HD, Beauty Camera, Selfie Camera, Garena Free Fire, Illuminate, Viva Video Editor, Tencent River, Omyoji Arena, App Lock, and Dual Space Light. In June last year, India banned 59 Chinese mobile applications, including the widely used social media platforms such as TikTok, WeChat, and Hello, citing a threat to the nation's sovereignty and security. The apps were banned under Section 69A of the Information Technology Act. The Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology said India has blocked 321 apps since border tension with China in May 2020. The first round of bans was announced in June 2020, days after 20 Indian soldiers were killed in a clash with Chinese troops at Galwan Valley in eastern Ladakh. The eastern Ladakh border standoff between the Indian and Chinese militaries erupted on May 5, 2020, following a violent clash in the Pangong Lake areas, and both sides gradually enhanced their deployment by rushing in tens of thousands of soldiers as well as heavy weaponry. The tension had escalated following a deadly clash in the Galwan Valley on June 15 that year. On our sport news, the Minister of Youth and Sport Development, Sunday Dare, has congratulated the Nigerian national women basketball team, the Tigress, for picking a ticket to the FIBA Women's World Cup. The Tigress, who are 3 times Afro basketball champions, beat their Malian opponents 73-69 on Sunday in Serbia to qualify as African sole representative. They had earlier beaten the highly rated world number 5 France 67-65 after losing their opening game to China. The minister praised the queens of the court for doing the nation proud and showing dogged determination in all their games. The 2022 FIBA Women's World Cup will take place in Sydney, Australia in September. Ibrahim Yahaya's 15-minute strike was enough as Gombe United put an end to Remo Stars' unbeaten run in the Nigerian Professional Football League with a 1-0 win in a matchday 12 fixture in Gombe. Remo had gone into the game hoping to get a win, which would have taken them to the top of the league, but Yahaya had other ideas, hitting the back of the net to hand maximum point to the hosts at the packed Pantami Stadium in Gombe. With the loss, Remo dropped to 3rd position on the log with 23 points from 12 games, 2 points behind leaders Rivers United. Humo led Wiki Tourists 3-0 at the KIYARI Stadium in Port Harcourt on Saturday. At the FC Ifeanyi International Stadium in Nnewi, Christian Nnaji scored a brace as Enugu Rangers came from behind to beat ABBA Warriors 2-1 in an Oriental derby on Sunday. Plateau United left it late as Sunday Anthony's 84th minute goal proved the winner at the Ahmadu Bello Stadium in Kaduna to snatch all 3 points for Fidelis Ilechukwu's side.
Family, they say, is a bedrock of the society. It is everything. Everyone needs a house to live in, but a supportive family is what builds a happy and a successful home. It is Family Affairs on Mlc TV every Saturday by 7 p.m. Join Balagbugo Janet as she takes you on an exclusive interview with guests, marriage counselors, doctors, and many more, where they get to share their experiences and together we build the society at large. To subscribe to our YouTube channel, log on to Mlc TV or like our Facebook page, Mlc TV. You can also follow us on Instagram at Mlc TV 2021. For advert and sponsorship, call the numbers displayed on your screen. It's Family Affairs, where we discuss family matters. Coming your way soon on Mlc TV.
Now we join Matthias Ayodeji for updates on entertainment.
On a foreign entertainment news, rapper Koda Black was among 3 other individuals who were wounded in a shooting outside the premises of a Los Angeles lounge during an unofficial after-party for Justin Bieber to mark the Super Bowl on Friday night. Witnesses at the scene and the Los Angeles Police Department disclosed multiple rounds were fired at Koda Black and the all-male victims aged 19, 24, and 60 who were involved in an altercation before the shooting. It's been reported that another person was injured during the altercation. 2 of the victims were transported from the lounge to a local hospital by medical personnel. The 3rd was later moved to a hospital after leaving the crime scene. Reports claim Koda Black has sustained a non-life-threatening gunshot injury to his leg, while the other victims are in a stable condition. Several suspects remain at large, with Los Angeles Police Department identifying the perpetrators as black males who fled the scene southwards. Police are refusing to divulge further information that could hinder leads. Sources close to the artist claim Kodak was in town for Super Bowl weekend and related businesses, attending Bieber's party to make merry until he stepped outside, Lil Baby and Gona present, attempting to help a member of his crew who got jumped by an unidentified assailant before shots were fired. Meanwhile, Justin Bieber had just performed at his concert and attended the after party with his wife, Hailey Bieber, just down the street in Los Angeles, which was bubbling with parties customary in the lead up to the Super Bowl, which was hosted on Sunday. The after-party guest list included Drake, Leonardo DiCaprio, Tobey Maguire, Kendall Jenner, and Khloe Kardashian. On entertainment news from Africa, the Nollywood Screenwriting Contest (NSWC) has announced a call for filmmakers, screenwriters to participate in a new filming competition. The initiative, organized by Nollywood actor, publisher, and activist Lawrence Onuzulike, will see 20 top screenwriting submissions qualify for a grand prize of 1 million naira and a 1-year screenwriting contract with Aforevo. Presiding judges include industry veterans Claron Chukura, Segun Arinze, Victor Okai, President DGN, and Yinka Ogun, President SWGN. Speaking at a press conference, Onuzulike said, Nollywood Screenwriting Contest was created to reward hardworking screenwriters and highlight the vital roles they play in filmmaking. In Nollywood, there is this overall feeling that screenwriters, despite playing very important roles in filmmaking, are not being well recognized and rewarded in the Nigerian film industry. The media campaign and the razzmatazz that will surround the contest will not only shed light on the screenwriters, but will also make them the point of focus for once in an industry often dominated by actors, directors, and producers. Contestants with the selected submission will then be required to submit between 100 to 135 scenes of their work, after which the judges shall choose the 3 best scripts. The winner will take home the grand prize of 1 million naira, and the winning script will be made into a movie, including a 1-year script writing contract with Aforevo. And that is all in entertainment news today. My name is Matthias Ayodeji Peter. Reporting for MLC TV. Back to our caster for more stories.
Thank you, Matthias, for such entertaining and comprehensive reports. President Muhammadu Buhari has formally sent a delegation to condole the government and people of Sokoto State over the death of Magajin Gari, Mayor of Sokoto, late Hassan Dambaba. The team leader of the delegation and Ministers of Justice, Abubakar Malami, conveyed the president's condolence message, stressing that the president directed the delegation to formally come to Sokoto in respect for the deceased. Abubakar Malami, together with Minister of Aviation, Hadi Sirika, Minister of Water Resources, Suleiman Hassan Adamu, and Minister of Police Affairs, Mohammed Magari Dinyadi, prayed for the deceased, Hassan Dambaba. Also at hand during the visit, Governor Abdullahi Umar Ganduje of Kano State and Emir of Bichi, Nasiru Ado Bayari, took a turn to pray for the demise soul of the grandson of Sir Ahmadu Bello of Sokoto. Ganduje said the death shook the people and government of Kano State because of the close relationship the late Magajin Gari had with the people and government of the state. In response, Governor Aminu Waziri Tambuwal of Sokoto State expressed gratitude on behalf of and the people of the state. Late Hassan Dambaba died after a brief illness in Kaduna and was buried the same day in their family cemetery in Sokoto State. Until his death, he was the chairman of Stonehenge Hotels. Also, Niger State Governor and Chairman North Central State Governorship Forum, Abubakar Sani Bello, has commiserated with the Sultan Sokoto Caliphate as well as the government and people of Sokoto State over the death of Magajin Gari in Sokoto, Hassan Dambaba, who is the head of the Caliphate Kingmakers. The governor, in a condolence message signed by his chief press secretary, Mary Naol Baj, expressed grief over the demise of Magajin Gari, adding that his death has no doubt left a void that will be difficult to fill in the Sultanate. Bello described the late Magajin Gari as a gentleman and revered traditional ruler who contributed immensely to the development of the Sokoto Caliphate and the nation. He prayed Almighty Allah to forgive his shortcomings and reward his good deeds with Al-Jannah to Firdausi. The governor prayed for the family he left behind, the Sultanate, the government, and the people of Sokoto State. The head of Sokoto Kingmakers, the Magajin Gari Sokoto, Hassan Dambaba, was until his death the board chairman of the Sokoto River Basin Development Authority. The deceased was the grandson of the late Premier of the Northern Region and Southerner of Sokoto, Sir Ahmadu Bello. Dambaba died at the age of 51, barely 22 months after he lost his mother, Aishetu, the eldest daughter of the late Premier of the Northern Region. That is our news package for today. Join us tomorrow at an exact time to watch our news hour via our social media handles. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, Mlc TV, like our Facebook page, Mlc TV, Instagram, Mlc TV 2021, Twitter, Mlc TV1. Also, Mlc has designed 3 more programs for your delight. Political Arena, 9 p.m. every Saturday. Family Affairs, 7 p.m. every Saturday. And Local Government and You, 9 p.m. every Friday. Don't miss them. For your event coverage, send eyewitness reports, information, contribution, advert placement, or sponsorship. Call any of our numbers displayed on your screen. And if you want to be our reporter, cameraman, and engineer editor anywhere in the world you are watching from, send your application and CV to mlctv2021@gmail.com. I am Sherifat Mohammed. Thanks for watching.